The Audrey's Angels Northwestern Adventures.
Job swap. It was early morning. All of Sodor was out and about, starting the busy day. Gordon was in full steam at his platform, waiting to begin his much-beloved job of pulling the express, when...
Good morning, Gordon. I have a bit of unfortunate news for you, I'm afraid.
Do you indeed, sir?
With Henry still out of commission at the steamworks, I've had to redistribute his jobs all across the railway, and
Typical. There's always something amiss with their attention. Can't even be bothered to leave his shed if his firebox feels slightly off.
As I was saying, he had several very heavy trains to take later this afternoon. Being that you are the only engine strong enough, I'm allocating these tasks to you.
Full of filthy goods trains and troublesome trucks, no doubt. Sir, why must I be punished for Henry's fickle health?
It's not punishment, Gordon. We're all of us having to muddle through until Henry returns. Now, I won't have any arguing. You're doing those jobs, and you'll do them without a fuss. I hope I've made myself clear.
Yes, sir. Of course.
But Gordon didn't want to do any of Henry's jobs. He did not enjoy pulling goods trains, especially when it took him away from his favorite job of pulling the express.
Oh, hello, Gordon. Lovely day, isn't it?
I'd find it a much lovelier day if I were not saddled with these insulting jobs. Imagine, Henry lays about in the steamworks while I lug around his coal and goods trucks. It's not right. It's not decent.
You don't like taking goods trains, then? Fancy that. I'd love to take a goods train every once in a while. Oh, I don't mind what I do, but it gets a bit dull doing the same thing day after day.
Oh, but you're a streamlined engine. Passenger trains are what you were built for. Without buffers, you're not good for very much else.
Now hold on there, Jack. I can pull a heavy goods train easily. No problem at all. The real tricky job is taking passengers from the mainland.
Pah! A walk in the park. I've traveled to the mainland plenty of times with perfect ease.
It was then that the both of them had the exact same idea at the exact same moment.
I don't suppose you're thinking what I'm thinking.
If it's occurred to you that it would only be fitting that we switch tasks, then yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, but we wouldn't get in trouble, would we? I hate angering Sir Topham Hatt. He's very frightening for such a stout little man.
Don't be ridiculous, Caitlin. Sir Topham Hatt cares only that the job is done right and on time.
Well, I can't see that being a problem between two such strong, fast, and capable engines as us.
Agreed. It's settled then.
Gordon and Caitlin therefore resolved to swap jobs, not fully considering that setting out unprepared for a task can mean serious trouble.
Have a care when pulling some of those trains. One or two will undoubtedly be a group of troublesome trucks. I hope you're prepared for their antics. They will try to derail you.
Oh, I'm not worried about a few nuisance trucks. You should be far more concerned about the people of the mainland. They're not nearly as patient and polite as the people of Sodor.
You don't need to tell me. This is Gordon the Grand you're talking to. I can handle any challenge you put before me.
And so Gordon and Caitlin shuffled off to handle their respective jobs. Caitlin was enjoying delivering goods trains. Without passengers, she could go as fast as she wanted to without concern for injuring or upsetting anyone on board. Seeing parts of Sodor she had never seen before was also a delight. Eventually, Gordon's jobs took her to the Farquhar Quarry to pick up a very big load of slate.
Oh, hello there. Well, you're not Gordon. Has he been under repairs along with Henry? Oh no, nothing like that. We just switched jobs for the day, as he prefers pulling passengers and I don't usually get to pull goods trains. I'm Caitlin. Oh, I see. Well, I'm Mavis. I certainly understand wanting a change from the norm. Working day after day in a quarry can do that. Well, enough dilly-dallying. I'll fetch your train.
Stop it, nigga! Stop it! Come on, I was just resting here!
Now, my dear, I have to ask, Have you pulled a train like this before?
Oh, you needn't worry about me. I may not look it, but I'm very strong and a very hard worker. I can pull this heavy slate on time, no problem.
Of course, I'm sure you can, but that's not what I meant. This is a train of troublesome trucks. Now, I've given them a bit of a roughing up, so they shouldn't be too much of a bother, but without fail, as soon as they are out of this quarry, they will start causing mischief.
Yes, so I've heard.
No matter.
I'll have none of their cheek, Mavis, don't you worry.
Well, okay, if you're sure. They do take a bit of getting used to, so be careful.
The troublesome trucks decided to give Caitlin a nasty surprise. Hold back! Hold back!
Oh! All right. Very funny, you all. But we have a schedule to stick to. Come along. Oh, dear. That poor mainland steamy has no idea what she's getting herself into.
Meanwhile, Gordon was thoroughly enjoying himself as he resumed Caitlin's duties of picking up passengers on the mainland to be taken back over to Sodor.
Oh, Caitlin, you're looking a bit different. Have you gotten repainted?
Oh, don't be silly. Caitlin's taken over my duties and I'm handling hers. Why she was so eager to pull filthy goods trains, I'll never understand. But all the better for me.
All the better for Barrow to be graced with the presence of Gordon the Grand.
Oh, you flatter me.
Who's this?
He isn't streamlined.
I bet he goes as slow as a snail. There's no way he can get us there on time.
Oh, well, then again, perhaps not.
I'll have you know that I am a Doncaster engine. I don't need to be streamlined to be the fastest and the best.
Never mind them, Gordon. I'm afraid we don't have the sort of manners here that you're accustomed to on Sodor.
I'll show them fast. They'll see.
Until next time then, best of luck!
Meanwhile, on the main line of Sodor, Caitlin was struggling to make her troublesome trucks behave.
I can certainly see why they call you troublesome trucks.
Too slow, too slow.
All right, that is it. I've had it with you troublesome bunch. You want fast? I'll show you fast. Oh dear, it's not too much for you all, is it?
Gordon continued to carry the mainland passengers to their awaiting ship at Brendam Docks. Relations had not improved, however, and neither had Gordon's mood.
Oi! Speed up! You're going to make us late!
He's not streamlined. He can't get us there on time.
Who? The very nerve! Have they any idea who I am? Clearly not.
And it was then Gordon decided that these mainlanders needed to become properly acquainted with a Doncaster engine.
They want me to go fast, do they? Very well.
Gordon then went faster than he had ever been before, with no care for how his passengers were being bounced about like peas in a frying pan.
This is how a real steam engine moves.
Gordon and Caitlin were both so eager to prove themselves that they didn't realize they were heading quickly in the same direction. And then there was trouble.
Gordon, look out!
Oh! Dignity.
And as both engines had flown violently off the lines, both had to be sent to the steamworks for repairs. It wasn't long before Sir Topham had arrived, very cross with both of them.
Oh, sir.
Sir, I
have to admit, I was confused when I heard that Gordon had gotten his wheels twisted pulling your coaches, Caitlin. Even more so when I found out that the collision was with you pulling Gordon's slate.
It's a very silly story, sir. We were,
We switched jobs, sir. Gordon wanted to keep pulling passengers, and I wanted to try pulling something different. It seemed a natural fit.
We were certain we could handle each other's tasks. I've been to the mainland before, sir, and
Oh, but you didn't ask me first. Gordon, you've never liked the mainland anyhow, and Caitlin, you've never had experience with troublesome trucks. What were you thinking of going off unprepared?
I'm sorry, sir. You're right. I never should have done that.
No, I suppose I shouldn't have either. I'm sorry too.
Yes, well. Luckily, Henry's been released with a clean bill of health, so we'll have him to shoulder Gordon's express duties in the meantime.
Oh no, not again.
Maybe, Gordon. That'll teach you a thing or two about doing the jobs I've assigned.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry. That didn't go at all according to plan.
Indeed not, but I shouldn't have let you go off with troublesome trucks. That was selfish and rash.
Well, it seems such a natural, clever switch. I can't fault us too harshly. And I got to see so many places on Sodor I never get to go. I'd say the day wasn't a complete loss.
No, perhaps not. I was reminded of the fact that even a goods train is preferable to the rude passengers you transport on the mainland.
I did warn you. It takes nothing less than the sunniest disposition to handle that sort. I'm afraid I can't say the same for those horrid trucks.
I suppose we can rest assured, then, that no matter how difficult our jobs may be, we are given them for a very good reason.
Well said.
And so Gordon and Caitlin learned the importance of finishing the jobs given to them, no matter how filthy or impatient the cargo may be.